What's up, everybody? It's Stefan here from Mod to Fame.
And it's Joe here from Mod to Fame.
What's up, everybody? I hope y'all heard that. I saw it just went live, but it's Stefan here from Mod to Fame. And it's
Joe here from Mod to Fame.
And we are back at it again with our second live stream. We can't wait to see who joins on this one. Don't forget, you have the ability to ask any questions. But what is this one about? Well, Joe is about to show y'all just a little bit of what we're going to lead into, because as you know, we don't say it until you see that little video. Joe, please hit it. Let's go, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, that's right, guys. Today we are talking with the founder of 93 Octane Crew, aka the founder of OctaneFest, Mr. Nelson himself. Nelson, welcome to the channel, man. What's up, brother? Talk to us, man.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. What's up, brother? How are you?
Good, man. I'm chilling. Good. Everything's good on my end, man. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Coming off the heels of OctaneFest, man. I tell you, I had never seen an event like that. But before we jump into that, there's the original story, right? Which is 93 Octane Crew. What is 93 Octane Crew?
Well, we're mainly a car club, okay? We're a very diverse group. I mean, we got guys from 17 all the way up into, like 70, We got everything from imports, Euros, domestic muscle, new modern domestic muscle, old school. We got dragsters, we got bikes. We pretty much got everything. Pretty much, if you could put gas into it, any type of octane, it's all good. I mean, that's what we're about. We like going to car meets and shows and stuff. It all started with a bunch of guys just hanging out my driveway. We were hitting meets left and right, always the same couple of guys. And it just started getting bigger and bigger. It turned from like 3 guys into 5 guys into 12 guys. We started hitting the same meets over and over. And we just said, why don't we just do something with this? It's always the same guys. And, we kept on meeting a lot of guys. And it was the same thing. Kept on hearing the same thing, We love hanging out with guys that like to talk about cars. They like to do this, like to do that. And
so you said it started with 3 guys, and as of today, what is the count for 93 Octane Crew? How large are you guys?
We got pretty big in the last year. I mean, we're over like 350 members at this point.
Wow! Oh gosh!
Yeah, crazy, man. It's crazy.
That is crazy. And how many years ago did you start 93 Octane Crew?
I want to say about 3 years ago. Maybe 4 years ago. It was literally 5 guys. I mean, it was 5. There's 5 founders to 93. There's me, there's Paulie, there's Endo, there's John, and there's a guy that's no longer with the crew. His name was Jackie. So it's really down to 4 founders. But those are the 4 core guys that actually started the whole movement.
Okay. And to that, why did you? I mean, I guess you spoke to it a little bit more, but you like, let's create this thing. Let's create this thing. How did you guys come up with 93 Octane Crew?
We actually sat around. We had some different ideas, some different names, and it's just like Yo, at the end of the day, I mean, most of us are running cars that got to run on 93 cars. They're supercharged or turbocharged. I mean, we're not all out, but it's got
Right.
to have a certain degree, it's got to have at least 93. That's the minimum.
Okay. Okay.
So it
All right.
just,
Well, let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this, man. Let's jump into the meat and potatoes of this.
all right.
Octane Fest. Tell us about Octane Fest. Where did that come from?
Well, we had a little show last year, and it was a good show. We're always cruising as a crew to different events. So we're always hitting Jersey, PA, Massachusetts, and we're always going to these big events. And there's really like nothing in my area here. We're always traveling. And I just wanted to bring something home, something local that we could throw that everybody enjoys. There's a lot of little fuddy-duddy car shows going around here. And one of the main complaints we get, like I can't bring my wife to this. I can't bring, a lot of the guys in my crew can't bring the girls to this. They go there, they get bored. 5 minutes in, they want to bail. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's no fun. I want to go a place. I got a kid. Kid's 13. He wants to go. He doesn't want to listen to 1950. I mean, it's good for 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to the event where, yeah, you get to look at badass cars. You get to look at some, pretty girls or listen to some nice music. Do something. Right. Have something happen. Not just sit behind your car and be, a vegetable. That's not me. You know what I mean? That's not what we for. We're all about stepping it up, and just taking it out there, and if we have to bring that here, we're going to do it.
So with that, you started this show that you called Octane Fest, right?
Exactly.
And what did you hope to bring to the Yorktown area by doing this huge show?
Well, my whole thing was really bridging that gap. What you see nowadays, if you go to a car show, like a local meet, there's a lot of local meets up here, but they're all older classics, older hot rods. And then you go to meets at night, where you actually run into a different crowd, the younger crowd, the tuner crowd. My whole thing was everybody's into cars. Everybody likes driving the cars. They like, they like getting on it now and then. They like cleaning them all. I wanted to bridge the gap between the younger generation, the tuner crew, JDM crews, guys that actually run their cars, track rats, whatever. I wanted to bridge the gap. I just wanted everybody to come together and have a good time at this one show. So we pretty much had, a couple activities that catered to everybody. And the feedback we got was awesome. I mean, these old guys that just sit there and come out every so often, every, 2 weeks or something, they actually came up and said, this is the best show I've been to. And that's really what I was looking to do is, whether 17, whether you're 65, you came to the show and you had fun. That was my goal.
So Nelson, the turnout looked amazing. I mean, I saw the video. I wasn't there in person like Stefan was, but do you have a sense as to how many cars were in attendance?
I've gotten different reports. I mean, I got some guys saying there was like 900 to 1,000 cars there. At the actual event, I know we had quite a few VIPs. I think we had about 150 VIP cars, and then everybody else came in. It was funny because when I approached the mall, they actually allocated a small lot for me. And every time I came to visit them and do a walkthrough of what I planned, what I was envisioning, I kept on adding a couple more lots to it. And, we actually had to talk with, the general manager of Sears and get him on board to allow us to use their lot. And we actually started talking about contingency plans. In case we get this amount, we'll have this lot. This amount will expand to that lot, and so forth. And it's funny because we actually used every lot that we had as a contingency plan. So it was great.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, that's impressive.
That's dope, man. So you had this big show. One thing that showed in the video that we just played was these awesome, like, looking trophies that said Octane Fest. Man, how did you come up with that design? That was pretty dope.
Well, I actually went to a show and they had something similar. I'm like, okay, I like that, but I got to step it up. You know what I mean? So I saw that, and we had just come out with our little flamey guy. If you look at all of our Octane Fest promo materials, we have this little flame guy. We call him Octavius. That's kind of like our mascot, okay? And And we actually incorporated him into the trophy, OctaneFest. I actually sat down, we drew that out, and we just ran with that. You know, I wanted something that people could actually take from this event. I didn't want to do like a regular cheap, you know, $5, $10, $20 trophy. I wanted something custom, you know, that they'd remember our show, something that was a little bit different.
Were they CNC machined, those trophies?
They weren't CNC, but it was actually a very clean plasma table that did them.
Wow.
What
Came out
happened
nice.
was a guy that did them way upstate, and my ex-brother-in-law actually welded them together, and I actually pretty much sat there with a couple of other guys from the crew, Paulie and Evie. We sat there, we grinded them down, and we powder coated every single one by hand. So
wow. Now, that's a lot of dedication, man. That's a lot of dedication, I could tell you.
Yeah, it took a long time because actually we gave away top 50, but then we had 10 specialties. And actually, I'm not sure if people noticed, but we actually gave away 75 trophies in total. You know, so I wanted to make sure we had enough trophies to go around. Obviously, not everybody got one.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know how it is.
I know you didn't let the vendors compete. It's all good. We came as a vendor, so I wasn't able to compete. I would have swept that whole thing.
You got to be in it to win it. You know what I mean?
So back to that, I guess, how did you choose who won those trophies?
All right. Well, we actually changed it up, you know, because I don't want people to think, oh, 93 members are attending this show, they're going to be biased. No. I'm not playing that. So what I did was I actually hit up all the heads, all the leaders, or all the presidents from all the different car clubs that attended the event. Okay? And pretty much I gave them all a sheet. They went around. They selected who they thought was the top 50 and the 10 specialties. End of the day, I sat there, and I really didn't plan this one out, but, you know, once I got these sheets back, I'm typing them into a laptop, you know. You do the math.
Is that how you did it?
Yeah, man. So it's pretty much
gosh.
The leaders of all these crews took their numbers, gave them to me, and I added it all up. And then it was pretty much the top 50 of what everybody selected. So it wasn't 93 that chose. It wasn't HV Street Wars that chose. It wasn't the Bombers Car Club. It was pretty much everybody. It was a collaborative effort.
Nice. Well, I could tell you, man, I had a great time there, and I'm pretty sure the feedback was that everyone else had a good time. So what could we expect to see? What's next from 93 Octane Crew?
Well, you know, I mean, we actually met up with a lot of car clubs. We actually got involved with a lot of crews recently. So, you know, they helped us out. So in return, we're going to help them out. They got a couple events coming up. So we'll be there, you know, doing a lot of the man work for them. And just like they did for us, we're going to, you know, return the favor. But you'll see us out there. We got all these events coming up. We got all these meets lined up. You know, I know it's the end of the season. We're going to try and hit as many as we can, you know, before we put them away. But
dope, man. Well, that's really cool.
We'll put
it looks like we're having a little bit of. There we go. You're back. Cool. Right. So, the last question that I have for you personally is, what is in Nelson's garage? Right
now, well, I got a 2007 Mustang that's got a Whipple on it, and it's on bags. Yeah, it's a pretty car. It's a fast car. And I've had that car for about 3 or 4 years. I've done pretty much everything I can to it, you know.
Right.
Recently, I just picked up a 93 RX-7. So I actually got the original rotary in there with the twin turbos. That's my next project. But I might
nice. It showed in the video just now, the silver one with the gold wheels.
Yes. Yeah, that's the new.
Oh, that's yours?
That's the new toy, man. You know how it is.
I was telling Nelson, man, Joe, that we have a sickness, man, for this car thing. Like he just got this new car, and he was telling me that maybe I don't know, I'm thinking about something else, and it's like, bro, slow down.
No, I mean, I've had this car for maybe about 2 months, if that, you know, and I'm already thinking about some other stuff that I got lined up. But yeah, I got to pace myself because I have no more room in my garage, you know. I mean, it is what it is.
That's cool, man. Well, Joe, if you don't have any more questions, then I'm going to say Nelson, man, much appreciated. Thank you for coming on the channel. Thank you for having us at OctaneFest.
My pleasure.
I hope we represented well. And
Absolutely.
you guys know what's up. If you like this video, you know what to do. Please subscribe. Please like. Tell a friend. Share. And I know Nelson is about to send this to all 350 OctaneFest members. So I better see at least that many views on this one.
You got it.
All right, guys. Until the next one, I'm out. I'm out.